Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 11 of Art with Mr. Borja. I am Mr. Borja. I just want to go ahead and shout out all the wonderful artists who have sent in their artwork from previous episodes. I think it's really cool to see all the creative ideas that you all come up with in your artwork, and I want to go ahead and showcase them for you all right now. Let's check it out. As always, artists, if you would like your artwork showcased on next week's episode of Art with Mr. Borja, you can send it on over to happydrawing123@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and tag your artwork with the hashtag Art with Mr. Borja. Alrighty, friends, we're going to go ahead and get started. I do want to share one thing about today's episode. It's going to go like that because I do not have a lot of time to do a recording of a whole art lesson. However, I do want to give you some art this episode. And I also have to do progress reports. So, Miss Allie, if you're watching this, I have completed all of them and I will get them turned in on time. If you're not Miss Allie, I'm not even close. That's okay though, I'm going to get them done. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, artists, we're going to go ahead and go over some of our art rules for today. Art rule number 1 is to respect each other's materials. Remember, art is for everybody, no matter who you are or where you come from. If there's anybody around you that would like to do art, please invite them over to do so. Art rule number 2 is come prepared to work. Today's episode is going to be a little bit shorter than the rest, but I still want to challenge you to do the art for however long this episode lasts. If it takes you longer, that's fine. If you need to go take a break, that is okay. As soon as you're done with your break, please come back and get to work. Art rule number 3 is be creative and use your imagination. Again, there is no right or wrong answer when it comes to art. Anything you do, I am sure I would love, and it will inspire me in the later episodes. Art rule number 4 is to clean up all materials. You, as an artist and a leader, are responsible for anything and everything that you use to do art. It is up to you to get organized and to keep everything organized so that you're able to continue to do art with me in the future. Alright, friends, we're going to go ahead and get started. Alrighty, artists, I'm going to go ahead and use this permanent marker because it's easier to see on the paper and on the screen. If you're using a pencil, I think that's the greatest idea because it is easier to erase pencil than it is to erase marker. You unfortunately can't erase a permanent marker, so that's why I think it's a good idea to use a pencil. Alright, folks, like I said earlier, I'm going to shorten this episode because I still have a lot of progress reports to do. Miss Allie, if you're watching this, of course I'm done with all my progress reports. Everyone else? Yeah, I'm not even close. So, I'm just going to go ahead and get started on drawing. It's gonna go a little bit quickly. However, if you want to slow it down, you can. If you want to pause the video, you can pause the video as well. But like I said, we're gonna be drawing a cake for today. Shout out to the artist in Miss Ashley's class who asked, hey, are you gonna ever draw a cake? I think that's a wonderful idea. Let's see, I'm gonna start off with the candles first, and I'm gonna draw 5 candles right along the top over here. And I'm gonna separate them out a little bit, okay? Here it goes. Alrighty, artists, so far I have drawn all of my candles that are going to be on the top of the cake. I just drew a couple of parallel lines and I cut them off like this so that they look like rectangles here. And for the flame, I drew a little line like this and a little curved line and like an S-shaped curved line like that to complete that little flame up on top. So with this, we're almost done with the cake actually. So let's go ahead and continue. And again, if you have to pause the video, go ahead and pause it and do your candles first. And then when you're done with that, you can unpause it. I'm gonna go ahead and continue. Alrighty folks, what I've done here is I drew 2 straight lines over here, one on each side. Then I drew the frosting of the bottom of the cake. I also connected this side of the cake to this side using the same wavy lines that we used in last week's episode for the pizza and the cheese, except this is a wavy line for the frosting. And then I added the little plate that holds the whole cake together. And that's pretty much it for our cake. If you want to try to add sprinkles or anything else on your cake, you can. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alrighty, artist. I know I have some blank space over here. If you want to draw any other details there, you can. What I can do is I can draw a part of a balloon. Alrighty, artist, and I think I am ready for color. So let me go ahead and grab my markers. If you're gonna use colored pencils or crayons, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use these because that's all I have here at the house. And remember, you are in charge of your art materials. So anything that you use, it's your responsibility to clean up when you're done. And again, folks, I want to say, if you need to pause the video at any point, I completely understand. I just do not have a lot of time because it is the morning time right now. And I want to try to get this episode out to you as soon as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and rush through coloring this. However, I want you to take your time. Let's see. I'm going to start with yellow on the candles here and on the flame. Alrighty, friends, I think I have completed my coloring for this art lesson. I'm gonna go ahead and remember art rule number 4 to clean up all materials. Again, you as a leader and as an artist are responsible for cleaning up after yourselves. If you use markers, go ahead and check that all the tops are on them so that they don't dry out. Alright. Put all the markers away. Alright, I'm done. Alrighty, folks, that's about all the time we have for today. As always, if you would like your artwork showcased on next week's episode of Art with Mr. Borja, you can send it on over to happydrawing123@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at Art with Mr. Borja and tag your artwork with the hashtag Art with Mr. Borja. If you liked today's episode, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share it with anybody that you think would like to do art. And if you have not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button so that you know when next week's episode comes on. I want to say thank you to all of you wonderful artists for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you next time. Happy drawing.